Hi, good evening. I'm Wendy Apple, and let's just get started. I'll try and make this short and sweet for you all. I am a homeschool mama. We have an almost 5-year-old and Elizabeth's one, so we're not doing a lot of schooling there. But I wanted to walk you through just a few things that we do that really make a difference. And we are transitioning into a whole new stage of homeschool. So this is a pretty big deal for us this year. Instead of more play oriented, we're still doing a lot of that, but we're adding a ton of structure. And so it is an adjustment period. And so I wanted to share some of the things that make that easier for us. And then also some great recipes and tips to show you just how easy it is to do this. So one of the things that is a big deal with how things are changing is choir class for Elizabeth. Yes, Elizabeth was singing to Stacy earlier on a video. She loves to sing. She's one. But one of the things that is an adjustment for us is our schedule. And so, we've got a 1-year-old who takes 2 naps. My 4.5-year-old, don't be too jealous, but she still takes a nap almost every afternoon. And we are adding a lot of things into our both our school day here at home or wherever we're doing that, and other more structured activities with other kids and field trips and things like that. And it throws off our schedule, which is a pretty big deal for littles. So there's a couple of things with that. Good sleep is, thanks. Yeah, I love any opportunity to wear sassy earrings. I will take it. So one of the things that's important for us is good sleep, especially if we're cutting short a nap time, missing nap times. And so the oils really make a huge difference in sleep quality. So my little one she sleeps through the night and has been for a long time. They are good sleepers, so we typically don't need to put the oils on them, but here's some good tips. Hannah always sleeps with her stuffed animal, and so she chooses her oil. Her oil of choice lately is Peace and Calming, and we put that on her animal. That becomes her diffuser for bedtime, and it's just comforting, soothing, and it helps her transition, because you all know when your kids are a little wired because their schedule's been crazy or they've been doing a lot of nutty things, having that extra help for transitioning is super good. You can do the same thing for littles on their blanket, or I put it on me when I'm rocking Elizabeth. But if they're really needing help transitioning, we just put it on the bottoms of their feet. Super helpful. Or they're down the spine. That's a good place. So getting good quality sleep makes a big difference. Oils like Peace and Calming, Tranquil, Lavender, Cedarwood, Gentle Baby. There's so many good ones out there. Sacred Mountain is another favorite of ours. So that's a big one for us. And then also emotions for school. Anytime there's change or, sometimes that just carries a lot of stress going back to school for the school year, right? New friends, if there's a move, anything like that. So oils for emotions, I think, are a really big deal to have on hand. Diffusing them certainly is an awesome way. And as Claire and Sherry mentioned, being able to take them to school if that's allowed, roller balls, a diffuser bracelet or diffuser necklace, oils like Valor, something as simple as orange. That's Hannah's big help. So we use a lot of that. Citrus oils are very uplifting and just gentle and soothing. So there's a lot of options out there. Oils for focus and things like that can be helpful. So we start our day. We love, our favorite way to start the day is Joy and a bit of peppermint. Joy is a blend, and then a bit of peppermint in the diffuser. That's our favorite way to start the day. Or we'll go with citrus and peppermint, like orange. And we love spices, so we might add in nutmeg or cinnamon, something, or thieves. And the great way to it's joyful, it's happy, it helps us focus with the peppermint and the citrus. So it's a great way to start the day and our school day. So those are some of those ways, but I wanted to show you really quickly some other things that we do. And so I'm going to pick on Thieves because it's one of our favorite oils, and I think it's imperative. It's this powerhouse oil, and we use it in a ton of ways, so I wanted to show you some of those ways. One is the Thieves Vitality. So this can be used internally. Mama's A Thieves Tea for you is awesome. What I do is a little bit of honey in the cup, and then I add 1 drop of Thieves. It's very zesty, so 1 drop is sufficient, and 1 or 2 drops of Lemon Vitality. And then add your hot water, not boiling, because you want to preserve the therapeutic qualities of the oil to support your immune system. So it's great to do. I do this when I'm feeling good, and maybe just 2 or 3 days a week even, just to continually, remember Claire mentioned consistency, so consistently giving your body the support it needs will be a massive difference in the way your school year plays out. So Thieves Tea is a good one. Other ways that we use this that are fun, so think after school snacks, apple dip, a little natural peanut butter. Peanut butter can be loaded with sugar and salt, loaded, and all sorts of other stuff in there. So the ingredients should be peanuts or almonds, but just a natural nut butter. And then you can add plain yogurt, Greek yogurt to that, and a drop of Thieves, and stir that in. So flavorful and immune support again. So that's one of our favorite dips. We also do this for breakfast time. I'll make oatmeal. We try and avoid a lot of excess sugar because our bodies just don't need it, and it throws us off during the day. And so after I've cooked the oatmeal and we stir in any other goodness that we're putting in there, minus all the brown sugar, I'll stir in a drop of Thieves. Tons of flavor. We might or Thieves Vitality. We might even add an extra drop of Nutmeg Vitality, and tons of flavor, lots of goodness for our bodies, and no sugar. So that is a few of the ways we use Thieves. I put that in a lot of things. Roller balls. So I keep roller balls for all of us, and I'm going to show you how to make one because Hannah's is almost out. So she's getting ready to turn 5. And so real quick, I want to give you some dilution ratios, and these work in general for all Young Living essential oils. So when you're talking about kiddos, the dilution ratio on the bottle, always check your bottle to start out. It's 1 to 4 for Thieves. So 1 part Thieves, 1 drop Thieves to 4 drops of your carrier oil. But for kiddos, you want to dilute a little more. So for newborns, 1 drop of essential oil to a tablespoon of your carrier oil. And for 2 to 6 month olds, 1 to 2 drops of essential oil. 6 to 12 months, 1 to 3 drops of essential oil. And 1 to 4 years, 4 to 8 drops of essential oil. And all of those are to 1 tablespoon of carrier oil. So what I wanted to show you, I have a little bottle. It's 10 milliliter bottle, and that's about 1 tablespoon. So I'm gonna make Hannah's, and this shows you how stinking easy this is. So she is 4.5. I'm gonna do roughly 8 drops for her. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have made one for Elizabeth. So just so you know, for littles, they probably don't need a ton of immune support if they're nursing, right? But once they're done with that, so Elizabeth has, I think I have 2 drops of Thieves, might be 3 in hers. And then I'm gonna take my carrier oil. You can put it in with a funnel. You can try and eyeball it in, but I'm totally messy, so I keep these little dropper bottles, see that? And I'll keep some carrier oil in there. I grabbed one. This one's jojoba. That's not what I normally use for a roller bottle, but it totally works. And I'm just gonna fill it up, if you can see that. So then I'm gonna fill it all the way to the top, but I wanna show you the rest of this. I can fill it later. the top goes on there. It's a little roller ball, and you just set it on the top, and you can kind of push it down a little bit. But if you just take the cap and screw it on, and it will snap down all the way for you. And then you've got a little roller ball. And the way we use these, this is the important part. Yes, if you're nursing, you get to enjoy the thieves' tea, and she can too. Exactly. So I screwed it on, it snapped down, and so it's on there, and then you just roll it on. So I'll fill that up later, but the way that we use this is on the bottoms of their feet at night, and I do this 3 to 4 times a week-ish, not because they need it, but I just do it because. So we are out, like today I went to a homeschool practicum, and Hannah went to a play camp, and Elizabeth was in a nursery, and they were all playing outside in jungle gyms and sharing toys. And in a nursery, that meant everyone had the same toys in their mouth. You get the drill. So today was definitely a day, and last night, where I just swipe the bottom of their feet. And it's just that easy. Swipe it for littles, put their socks on, and that's it. I have one for Joe and I too, and we just do it because if you're gonna go to a play date at the gym, swipe their feet, you know. But it's a good thing. Your older kids can do it on their own. It's just part of the bedtime routine, just to support little bodies. So huge difference. Let me tell you, make your roller balls. And I think that's really all that I wanted to share. And I will mention this. One of the other things that we do, if any of you have heard me talk before about supplements, you know I'm a huge proponent of supplements, giving your body natural help that way. But there is, Young Living has the Kid Sense Mighty Bites. Hannah loves these. They're chewables, and you know why I totally don't get the multivitamin for kids that are gummies, because that's not good for their teeth, and it just totally never made sense to me. These are awesome and full of goodness, and I feel really good about giving them to Hannah, and I never forget because she'll remind me. And then one of the things that I wanted to mention for mamas, because I think this is mama's best friend, is Super B. So giving your, it's an amazing B complex. It's the best B complex vitamins I've taken, and I started taking them over 20 years ago. So I've noticed a huge difference. But giving your body adrenal support, good solid adrenal support consistently and every day, think energy. So especially transitioning time, higher stress times like the beginning of a school year. So that's all I had. Let me know if you had questions. There's an entire Thieves line. We use the toothpaste. There's the kids' toothpaste. I did bring this out to show you because I carry this in my purse everywhere, but this would be great for an older kid to take with them too. This is great for field trips and at the zoo. It's a Thieves fruit and veggie spray, and it's a great way to do a quick clean on an apple or things like that. So, okay, that's it. Let me know if you have questions, and I'll go back and answer them. Thanks, y'all. Good night.